down there. Whoa. Hello everyone and welcome back to the DuckCraft server, where we can now fly. And while you've been away, this happened. This here is our center area, which was the kind of fountain area that was planning. We've added this smoky glass effect and this ginormous magical crystal. If any of you are StarCraft fans, then you may recognize where this is from. I think it acts as a nice little center point for this village. And as you can see all the way around, we've done this kind of balustrade wall area as well, which kind of keeps us safe, keeps the village safe from attack. And down here in our base, not much has changed really. As you can see, it's just about as we left in last episode. I've been doing some trading with the villagers, getting some emeralds, but not really done much else there. But first thing today we're going to do is go on a little bit of an adventure. And for that, we need to head through to the Nether. These are our cool tunnels that have been designed by Beck on the server. We've got the new amethyst either side to make a cool little sound. We've got buttons to stop spawns. We've got the center column of ice so we can go a little bit faster on boats. We've got these signposts so everyone knows what goes to what. We're going to need some glow squid ink to make them a little bit easier to read, but she's on with that as well. And here we are, our destination. This here is Sofie's portal. If you pop through here, what I thought I'd do over the next few episodes is that... Oh, bit of lag. Yeah, we'll explore various people's bases on the server, one maybe an episode. And today, I decided that we'd take a look at Sofie's. She's been working on this cool cottagecore mushroom aesthetic that I think is really peaceful and cool. We've come at a bit of a bad time. There's some mobs over there. I'd rather not blow this base up. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got a bed here. Ginormous mushroom bed. Hopefully she won't mind me sleeping in her bed just to pass the night. There we go. A really cool looking bed. Yeah, this is her base that she's been working on. She hasn't been playing much recently. I assume she's been busy with other things. But it's really coming together nicely. There's bees everywhere flying around. All the mushroom little houses. And in here looks like she's got a map and a lot of heads. I'm actually thinking about doing something with a map, but I haven't got around to it yet, so that's probably something I should put back on my list of things I need to get done. Let's have a look around here and see what those mobs were defending. Quickly eat us some food. Oh, looks like the mobs are still here. Let's quickly deal with that. Yeah. Okay. Wow, this is a really cool looking fish tank. It must have taken a while to cut through all those tropical fish. I'm not sure why these bits of glass are a different colour than the rest. Don't know if that's just because she didn't have enough glass or that's intentional. Got a little kitty here defending, or possibly just keeping an eye on any fish that might escape. Deal with this spider as well, just rather than leave it around. But I think the best way we can get a view of what's going on in her village is probably a little fly round. So let's go have a look. Well, she's done a fantastic job with her base, but then we headed back to ours and got on with a little bit of work. And I think first off is this path, which leads all the way over to Beck's base, and we kind of planned out with some cobblestone with torches on just to lay it out. But it's about time that we turn this into a bit more of a proper path that kind of matches the aesthetic that I've got going on in the rest of my base. And since that's a boring job, the best way to do it is probably time-lapse. So there we are. Our path is all done. We still have a bit of a bridge to do and some tunnel, but that can stay for another day. Right now, I'm more worried about our little horse here, who still doesn't have a name. But if we're going to have these paths, and we're going to have a path all the way to Bex, it kind of makes sense if we have somewhere to keep our horse. And I was thinking, much like real life, we'd have a stables kind of near this entrance bridge door area. So if you're riding in on a horse, then you can leave it off in the stables. Oh, there's another horse up here. Maybe we'll go tame that a little bit later. Yeah, so here I think would make a sensible place to have it. So you can drop your horse off if you're coming in. This here is the path down to the skelly spawner that we dug near the very beginning. That's kind of not being used anymore. Yeah, I'm going to get to work, I think. I'm going to clear out some space here, lay down a little bit of a foundation, and then I'll bring you all back when I've got something to show. So here, what we have so far, I've planned out a little bit of a structural size with some cobbled deep slate. Not exactly the largest stables I've ever done, but, you know, we don't exactly have a huge village, so it kind of makes sense that the stables wouldn't be massive. We've got like 3 spots here, and then a little bit of an entrance here, so it kind of makes sense. And who knows, when we expand the village out that way towards the mountains and maybe do a little bit of mining, expand this way, then we can always either have another stables or you can expand out this one. So we'll get down from this and right, let's see. So I want to match that kind of style that I've laid out for that one over there. So we're going to need a lot of the similar sort of materials. So I guess let's go get going. See, what am I going to need? So I'll need some spruce for the purse, and I'm going to need some oak logs as well. Time to get night. Maybe I should quickly go and sleep. Nah, it'll be fine. Be fine. All lit up, so we should be okay. Yeah, so we've got to have these posts in the corner, and then we've got the kind of cobbled deep slate in between, which is holding them in place. These are our structural supports. Usually when I'm building in Minecraft, even though it's kind of a bit of a fantasy build that I've gone for this time, I'm still trying to keep it grounded in reality. So obviously crystals and mushrooms aren't exactly real life, but if you think about when you're doing a building, you'd have all these supports and things to keep the roof up. And so I try and keep that, so at least it looks like it could be something that did exist, even if it is a little bit whimsical and magical. Okay, so we've got all the posts in. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this kind of middle area here. We'll decide that in a minute. Let's get these posts going up a little bit first. That should probably do. Yeah, I think the height of that's okay. Get another one going. And this one here. I think I just made that an extra one taller than that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I did. Okay, remove that. Oh, grab that block. I'll get that block later. Okay. 4. Get all these up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no flying that. It's a horrible sound when you're landing and it sounds like your knees are breaking. And the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Yep, I think that's looking okay. So let's get on with the oak logs now. We're going to do like we're doing kind of over at the other spot. We'll alternate which direction they're facing. See, just like that over there. So I'm going to want some kind of window ventilation-y system, because obviously it's a smelly horse stables. So I think we'll have another layer, then this layer, the third one will probably be fencing like over there, but I don't actually have any dark oak on me, so I can't do those. So we'll just kind of... what have I done here? Something is not right. Okay, yeah, it's this one. It's kind of hard to build when you don't have the blocks in between. Let me just see. Yeah, over there I used dark oak, and I don't think I've got... Yeah, I don't have any dark oak left, so I'm going to have to go down to that base and get some of that in a bit. But for now, just turn this to stripped oak at least. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I definitely don't have any left. Damn. I really thought I did. I don't know where my scaffolding is as well that I built that house with. It could be downstairs? No? I don't think I put it downstairs. I'm not sure exactly where I've done with my scaffolding. I'm not being stupid, right? And I've not just missed it. Nope, it's definitely not there. Maybe I put it in my ender chest. Is it in any of these? Nope. Nope. It's not there. I've literally no idea where I put it. I'm going to have to go find that a bit later. Because building without scaffolding is a pain. For now, we'll just go back to old school scaffolding of some dirt. Right. Back to where we were. So like that, and then that one. And we'll strip the rest of these and remove those extra blocks that we don't need. There we go. And then obviously we'll add in the fence post there when we get some dark oak. So now really what's left to do is... Let me get that block. Just go through and kind of do the rest of the walls like this. In the middle here I might have just fencing rather than solid walls because they're internal. Yeah. So I guess we've just got to carry on. Nope, that's not right. There we go, that's better. So I'm just going to carry on doing the rest of these bits, and then I'll bring you back when there's a bit more to show. So here we are. I've gone a little bit further. I've got all the walls up. I've got a little bit of a roof up. As you can see, I went and grabbed some dark oak for the fence posts, and it's a little bit lopsided and not quite the same as the other one, but I don't mind that. It's kind of a whimsical feel. It's just because I built the horse area a little bit wider than the entrance. But I've added this kind of front area here that lines up and adds a little bit of detail. Inside we've got the fence kind of gate walls. And so now really all that's left to do is kind of get the rest of this roof done. Right then, we've got all the roof in now. As you can see, this time it's just regular copper. Over there we use the oxidized, and I've got to wait for this to oxidize, which hopefully won't take too long. Last time over there I oxidized it by laying it out at my base, but this is just copper because I didn't plan ahead. I'm a bit stupid, but for now we're going to leave that to do some oxidizing. We've got some lighting and cool stuff going on in here. We've still got, yeah, issues with lighting back there. As you can see, it could still spawn stuff, but we'll worry about that later. For now, I'm just going to put some kind of drinking troughs in over here. A couple over the front, just so horses that are stopped outside can have a little drink. We'll put maybe one in each of these, kind of in the back corner, I guess. One here, and one for the third one. Okay. In fact, I'm going to leave all these open because I'm going to be running back and forth and that's just going to get annoying. Okay, so now I'm going to dig out this floor, and I think I'm going to put like a straw floor in. Like that. Don't know how much I like that. I was going to do kind of every direction hay bales like I have done with the oak wood, but I actually don't like that as much, so I think this side will be fine. It's not much variation in it, which makes it a little bit boring, but it's going to have a horse in, so you won't see most of it, and we're going to have some more decoration in a little bit. So, let's get the other side done. And accidentally dig too far down. There we go. Problem with efficiency shovels is you often dig way faster than you're planning on doing. Just tapping the mouse once and you end up digging up 2 blocks. Right. Apparently I can't place anymore. Okay. One. There we go. Right, one last one. Let's get this dug out. See if we can actually place them all properly this time without messing it up and place them in every direction. There we go. Right, so I think what we're going to have to do next is add a little bit of hay and scattered around. This is the stuff that they're going to feed the horses with. Just kind of put it in different directions. We're going to expand this path out as well, because obviously the horses will have been riding in and out. There wouldn't be grass and stuff. It'd all be just kind of mushed down path, and we'll do in here as well, because it looks a little bit dirtier than just the grass. And obviously this is going to be well worn and trodden with the horses coming in and out. There we go. Sadly, now you can see these little bits under here. I don't have the stuff to replace those with right now. We'll have to do that at some point. So inside these, now we've got the floor done. Yeah, I'm going to put some of these just to add a little bit more detail into each individual pen. Kind of random directions. Not making a conscious decision to make them all the same. I'm just kind of placing them however. But just adds a little bit more interest into each stall and gives the horses something to eat. We're going to put some more. I've only got one more block. Okay, I think I've got some more hay over here in our cow crushing area. Just grab some of this and we'll turn it into blocks. Yeah, there is the crafting bench. Okay, this should hopefully do enough. So this is kind of like our hay bale storage at the sides where kept when it's not being used. Just kind of want a random-ish sort of shape. That'll probably do, I think. Here's skeletons, and I'm not sure where they are. Again, where is that skeleton? Okay, so in here, let's see what else is there that we can get done. Let's put some water inside these drinking troughs. Ooh, apparently I hadn't done that before. So, run back and forth a few times. Only that would have given us 3 iron ingots, so we could have made another bucket and didn't have to run back and forth constantly. But we're going to fill these up. Just so the horses have got something to drink, even though obviously they don't need it in Minecraft, but... Ah, there's one of the skeletons. I wonder if that's what I could hear. And he magically disappeared. How dare he? I can still hear them though. They must be underneath or possibly the other side of the wall. Okay, fill that one up. And I guess I'll do another one. I don't want them all to be full. I want a little bit of variation, but I do want a decent amount of them full. That and just one more, I think, will do. Be a lot easier with a haste beacon, not a haste beacon, a speed beacon. Okay, so there we go. We've got a bit of variation. Horses can drink that. I'm worried about how I'm going to light these because it's. Does that do? No, that's still not bright enough. For now, I'm just going to stick a torch there. That lights everything up. I'm going to do that in all of these. Just because I don't want to put horses in here and then a creeper spawn in. We'll maybe think about a better way of lighting it up in a little bit. Right. Let's go fill up our water bucket just because when I come to actually wanting water, then I won't have it. But we can get that off the hotbar now. And let's move our first little horse in. Finally has a natural home rather than just living in this hole. Ah, jump. First time that. Pretty good. Like I said, we still need to name this horse. So if you do have any ideas, please leave it in the comments and maybe we'll think about naming the horse. So there we go. He's locked away happily in there. I'm going to replace these, otherwise I'm just going to forget about it. And I don't want to forget about it because it just doesn't look right and it's going to bug me every time I notice it, so I'm just going to get it done now. Right, I think that's all of it. Yeah, let's get that path block replaced. Let's go get what we need from our chest over here. Okay, we're gonna need... I'm just gonna clear out my inventory a little bit. Don't need any of this stuff. The spruce logs and some cobble deep slate should be all we need. We'll hear those skeleton bones clanking around. Okay. That. Sneak all these in here. And that's all the spruce. Now onto the deep slate. I do like the sound of placing deep slate. One of my favourite of the new sounds, along with the running on amethyst, which I think everyone enjoys. Okay, and one more. There we go. I think, yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense having that grass there. It wouldn't be grass underneath there. It'd be probably dirt. It obviously wouldn't be path blocks. It hasn't been trod on, but it would just probably be dirt. So we'll just do that and turn these three back to path. There we go. It kind of makes a little bit more sense now. Now, horse having a good time climbing on the hay bales already. I don't think he can get out of there. That should be fine. So really, all that's left is the roof oxidizing. Yeah. So currently it's the regular copper, and we want it to be the oxidized like that over there. So we've got a little bit of waiting to do. Have a look from this side. Yeah, I think it looks okay. Let's take to the air and have a look around. Getting a different perspective is always a good idea when you're doing these builds. Looks like I noticed a oxidizing block actually back there. Ugh. Bit of a rough landing. We've got this path at the back here that I left open intentionally just if I had to run back. Yeah, look there. There's our oxidized copper block. So it's starting to happen. It looks like it's probably just going to take a while, and hopefully not forever. Yeah, we want to wax it probably once it's finally done, just so that we don't have lightning striking, and turn it back to regular copper. Yeah, that over there onto this here, and we're done. I'm not actually sure if lightning can reach this kind of distance from there to there, but anyway, I'll get my inventory emptied and then we'll be back with the next thing. So back in a minute. Right, so my inventory's emptied now and everything's looking pretty good. The next thing to do though is deal with this kind of area. We've got the cow crusher here, which has been there for a while, and we've got this, which is our new chicken breeding area. This is really just for us to get eggs, which I have a plan for in the future. Both of these things are going to stay for now, but this, yeah, this is going to stay. I've had it for quite a while now. Anyway, we've got this to take out. I do want to have a wheat field, but I want it to be more tied into the area rather than just plonked here in the middle. We'll eventually find some wheat fields and all that kind of stuff. So for now, we're just going to remove it. Been here since episode 1. Actually, from pretty much the entire time we've been playing here. As soon as we settled, this was one of the first things we did. So kind of weird to tear it out, but progress has to be made and this has to go. So I'm going to rip this out, grab all of these. Maybe don't do that with rockets just in case I send them off for no reason. Okay. There we go. We're also going to probably want to remove that sugarcane back there as well. The problem is I haven't been using that at the minute because I'm using that to get paper to trade with my villagers downstairs. Which, yeah, I'm not sure what to do about. We might have to move it downstairs and automate it. Yeah. That's to be decided upon shortly. But for now, at least that's out of the way. I'll probably, yeah, we'll tear that one out and then we'll move it downstairs and automate it. I think that's the most sensible option. It's going to get rid of this. I think when it dries out, we would eventually turn back to regular land, but just speed the process up a little bit so we can at least see what we're working with. I'm not going to have brought enough dirt for this, I don't think. probably going to have to dig this up and reuse some of it. Poor planning on my part. Yeah. Okay. Just dig this up. Go grabbing some more. Alright, so I'm going to finish tearing this up. And I'm also going to get rid of the sugar cane and get it all put away somewhere safe. And then I'll be back again with the final bit of the video, because I think we're starting to hit that sweet spot of video length. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, we've got all that cleared out now. And it's actually looking like a really cool place. Apart from all the torches we've got everywhere, which we're going to have to deal with at some point. Not sure what we're going to do yet. I'm also not sure about this ground. I was thinking about laying this everywhere, this podzol, because it kind of ties in with the mushrooms and looks cool, but it does make lighting slightly more complicated. I also still hear zombies, which is really bugging me. I will have to dig it all up and find them at some point. But our center crystal looks cool. But my actual plan is... down there we'll have our beacon, and then it's going to shine up through the crystal, and maybe we can have a few columns of light from different beacons coming up through there. And a while ago, if you remember when we fought the Wither, we did actually get our, in here somewhere there, our beacon. But the issue we've got is I don't actually have enough iron or blocks to use as a base, at least not currently. So that's where this path comes in. So we're coming up to the end of the episode, so I don't really have enough time to do this now, but what I was thinking is that this will lead up here, and the reason this leads so far away from our actual village and up onto a hill is that my villages are over there, and what I plan on building here is an iron farm. And I think this should be over 100 blocks away from those other villages, which should be far enough that if we build an iron farm here kind of up in the air, that it should be okay and the two villages won't interfere with each other. People just chatting away in chat, so I apologize for that. Yeah, so I think between this episode and next, what I'll do is I'll build an iron farm. I'll get it all set up. I don't generally like doing that stuff on video because it's going to be me watching a tutorial or watching a video of like an efficient design, getting it built, trial and error. But then we'll probably come back next episode, hopefully with some iron so we can have our beacon. But then we'll have another project to kind of put a shell around our iron farm to kind of tie it in with the rest of this. Also, while I'm away, hopefully all this will oxidized. Not much more has happened yet, so we're just gonna, I think, have to wait. But oh dear lord, that gave me a heart attack. It's turning day. Why have they spawned now? Yeah, stupid idiots. Not even gonna let me kill them. They're just gonna fly into the air and burn. Yep. Douches. God, the sound they make is terrifying, even if they don't do a lot of damage. Oh well. Come on, die. Noisy things, right. Okay. Yeah, so between this episode and next, what I'll also do is kind of add these mushrooms over towards the barn area and tie them in. Add some of this detailing of the plants growing on, because I want the barn to look, or stables really, rather than a barn. But I want it to look as old as this house and kind of all tie in. Where did that skeleton spawn? I wonder, actually, if some of the perimeter there is spawnable. So I'll have to look into that as well. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I hope everyone enjoys the intro still. I'm still really enjoying it. And hopefully everyone liked the editing and the look at other people's bases. Next week, I'll hopefully be looking at Mighty Claw's base, who was chatting in chat a little bit earlier. They're still fairly new to Minecraft, although they've been playing for a while, but never that seriously. So they've done a cool base that's underwater, but I'll have to leave you in suspense until next week to see that. So I hope everyone has a fantastic week. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe if you want to be notified of any new videos, leave a comment if you've got a name for the horse, or if you just want to say thank you for the video and help me out in the algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!